Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing a little deep dive into the Spirit of Halloween 2023 animatronic release that they've done. It's part one of part two, so stay tuned for that. But today, we got ourselves some fun things to talk about. I'm excited to get into it. But I also invited some friends along in today's video. Over here we have a little Skelly. And then over here we have Miss Spy doing her things, eating some bugs. So, yeah. Let's get into this and let's have a little Halloween early, shall we? Okay, so that was the little intro video that they have kind of showcasing sort of what has been released and what is still going to be released. So there's a couple teasers still in this video. But let's get into my thoughts, feelings, and opinions about the props that are available. I guess some have already sold out. So round one, the release one. So let's start there. So the first prop that we have is the Black Heart animatronic, which is one that I'm just not into. It is a sort of graveyard moment. We have the Grim Reaper. Looks like the Grim Reaper is here to collect this woman's soul, take her to an eternal slumber. But I'm not feeling it. She looks a little just kind of like stuck on front of him. Like she doesn't look like she's really standing like on her own. So she kind of just, her torso is levitating away. And kind of the whole drama of this prop is the sort of cover that the Grim Reaper does at the end, where he kind of like puts the arm over the face and kind of like collecting them at the end. This is a $300 prop, and I just kind of think it's overpriced. One of my biggest complaints that I have with Spirit of Halloween animatronics is the way that the prop moves, operates, but more specifically, important parts of the prop, such as the facial movements, specifically mouth movements, and then any part of a prop like this that is kind of emphasized, where we have the arms moving. The arms are very not giving. They're just kind of not really doing much. The hands don't, like, I think the one hand over the face looks a little bit more natural, but then the other one looks like it's just kind of all like all the fingers are glued together. Hate it. Hate it. For $300, I want all the details to be perfect. And to me, these details just aren't perfect. So next we have the Dagger Mike. Okay, so Dagger Mike stands at 4.9 feet tall and is $169.99. And frankly, I feel like they are ripping you off if you buy this prop. This prop does a whole lot of nothing. It just kind of stands up, but like It's called Dagger Mike. So what are we doing with the daggers? Apparently nothing. She's like trying to twerk. Looks like, I don't know, just what are we doing? So for that, this prop is just a no. I think that the paint job on this is decent. But it just looks like a very sort of unnatural pose that this prop looks like it needs to be in to even operate correctly. And it just doesn't look like a whole lot of anything. I guess if you have a ton of dolls and you want to stick this in with a ton of dolls that are already doing more exciting things in this prop, go for it. But Dagger Mike is just not it for me either. So I know we're starting off not so great, but stay tuned. There are a couple that I actually am into. But let's get to another one that all of you are excited about that I have no interest in, and that is the Death Stalker. Death Stalker is already sold out at the time that I'm recording this video. Some of you got ahead of me and have seen other people collect this prop, whatever. But this prop does 0 for me. In fact, I think this is one of the props that I am like, why? About. Some of the other props have theming elements that if you have a story that you're building around, they could fit in, where maybe some of them just wouldn't fit into storylines that I have going on. But this prop specifically is tall, which is the only saving grace of it. Excuse me. The only saving grace of this prop. But like, it's tall, it takes up space from that you could have other cool things going on. And in addition to that, it's like not a lot of anything. It looks like a tremor with a black cape over it. And then it grew claw arms. I just don't like it. And the part that really gets me fired up is that this is another one of the props where to get it to do all of its drama, which is to blow this like foggy smoke, you have to add a fog machine to it. Spirit, you need to create props that just, it is all of what it is in one package. I hate that. That you have to buy a separate hookup for all of the extra special effects that really turn you on about this prop. So this one gets me fired up. I don't like it. I think that the paint job isn't even great, and I just think that it's like, it's lacking magic for me. So like, save your $400, because I think that's what it was priced at. I know some of you are going to correct me. Save your $400 and go to Halloween Horror Nights, because you'll actually get something out of that then, in my opinion, from this prop. Just my opinion. Sound off below if you're like losing your mind over this prop, because I want to know what you see in it that I don't, because I just doesn't give. Up next, we have a prop that I am interested in. Actually, it's in my cart. Is the Eternal Rest. Now, this prop, I do have one complaint about it, but I have a lot more things that I like about it. I think that this prop has a really fun, sort of historic, old, decrepit vibe, which I'm all about. I love the paint job on this prop, specifically the crying face. I think it looks so nice. The arm positioning I think is lovely. I love the sculpt of this prop. My only gripe with this prop is that it's not supposed to actually be outside. Why are you gonna make a tombstone that can't live outside? Like, where else are you gonna put this? Like, you don't want to put this in your house, you want to put this outside. Spirits. Ooh. I know it says you can be under a covered, like, covering. But, like, figure out how to make your props waterproof and figure out how to design your props where everything is included in the price that you pay. Make it more expensive if you need to. I want it to work outside and I want it to have all the parts included. I don't feel like I'm asking for that much. But this one, back to positive vibes on this prop. This prop I think is really cool. I love the years 1692 to 1737 until we meet again. And then when the head turns around, I think it is so captivating. I think it's really cool. I think that the seam that the head is going to spin on, I think is hidden very nicely. I'm interested to see what it looks like in person. But I think that they did a very good job with this prop, and this one is a yes for me. Can't wait to show you what it looks like in person. Up next, we have Grave Watcher. This is another prop that I am going to be purchasing. She is 3 feet tall, and she is only $79. Now, she looks like she has some potential to be cheap in person, so that's why I'm really curious about this one. If she looks as good in person as she does on this website, she might be a steal. I think that the movement, it's doing a lot of movement for how small of a prop that it is, which I think is great. Her head moves. It looks like her shoulders move, her arms move, and the kind of candles like rotate. I think it looks really, really cool. I think that they did a fantastic paint job on this. You can sell me on a paint job. I think the paint job on this is amazing. I love the glowing red eyes. I think, I love the simple frown, the creepy, like, shredded, tattered clothes that she has on. I love this prop. I think it's really cute, and I think it looks like she would be small, and for it to be a 3-foot prop, I'm very excited. So I think this is going to be one to watch. I'm excited to see what it looks like in person. I have a little bit of concern that it could look cheap in real life, but I'm very excited about this one. So the Grave Watcher animatronic is going in my cart. Up next, we have, I think, probably my favorite prop of the entire 23 collection. There's another prop that I'll talk about at the end of this video that I'm excited to see make a reappearance, but this prop I love so much that when I set him up, I don't know if I will actually be taking him down. I think he's going to live in my studio, and his name is Heckles. And for $280, he looks like this is what I want to see from Spirit of Halloween. The mouth movements are amazing. The concept idea that it's like this sad clown that has to resort to selling balloons, I think is brilliant. But he has sort of like a little zombie-esque kind of vibe to him a little bit too. Like, he has this big gash on his head, but it's not overdone. Like, I think it looks so cool, and I'm really excited and curious to see how the balloon operates in person, because the balloon has some special effects sort of element where it looks like there's like a poisonous sort of spirit living inside of the balloon. So this prop, I am so excited to get and see in person. I really hope it's as fluid in person as it is in this video. It's gonna make me sad if it's not, but him just like looking around, like, all she wants is for you to buy a balloon. Oh, I think it's adorable. I think it's adorable. I can't wait to have Heckles over 6.5 feet tall. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, I love him so much. He's so cute. Okay. I love Heckles. So back to some props that aren't it for me. Up next is Poor George. Poor me for having to watch this because this looks like such a janky prop. In fact, this might be my least favorite prop. Well, I don't know. The other one I have a lot of issues with too, but this one I have beef with. I would take this clown outside and I would fight it because I don't like this prop. Okay, so let's get into it. So the prop, it's the creepy clown who is standing on its arms, and it's doing like some cool flippy sort of things. The concept I think is cool. I think that it's a fun idea. I like that one side of the clown is one expression, the other side's another, and as it flips, you kind of see both sort of expressions. Cool, I'm here for it. Costuming, fine. I like the crazy hair, fine. Paint job, terrible. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Don't overdo a bloody mouth Spirit of Halloween. You have a pretty interesting sculpt going on. I think that the structure of the face, both expressions, I think are captivating. I think that the sort of excited evil one is very creepy, and I think that paint job is better. But the expression of sort of scared, fear, bloodiness, you've overdone it. Don't overdo it. Like, I get that it's bloody, but you've got a lot going on with its face already. Second beef, I hate that, okay, so it's supposed to be sort of like a severed waist, which obviously allows the prop to flip, whatever. The guts, I don't want to see plastic looking guts. Like it's supposed to be this like disturbing thing because it's doing all these flips. Like, make the guts disturbing. Why? I don't know. Like, you can construct it where this hair is able to like flip and do weird things. Have some sort of like guts or intestines or organs hanging out, and like it cheapens it. And then following it up with the stiff arms. Like, and I get that the arms are the support system for the prop to operate, but the arms don't look natural or human-esque at all. It looks so stiff and rigid and hard, and this prop has so much potential. It is so close to being amazing, but it is... I have this still image up and I just keep looking at it and it just keeps frustrating me even more. I might get this prop and redo it, honestly. Some of the other ones I want to get and just like let them live the created life that they were created to live. But this one I want to get and I want to redo. So we'll see what the total is, what I can actually get, so on and so forth. But I might get this prop and redo the guts, loosen the arms, create a way. Maybe it's just, I don't know, like putting some like foam or something in the arms to restructure them to give them more of a natural look. And I think I would do a different paint job. I would repaint the faces. Hair, love it. Color scheme, love it. Costume, I don't love the buttons, but that's fine. But I have things I would redo. So I don't know. What do you think? Should I get this one and mess around with it and see what happens? Sound off. Let me hear. I don't know. Jury's out. Jury is out on that one. So, okay, next we have Lil Jack Carver. Lil Jack Carver is one of their little startle props that they have. He sits at 3.6 feet. We have like sort of a zombie. It looks like a sort of a scarecrow when you approach the prop. And then there's an element of surprise where it lifts the pumpkin up over its head and it's like a zombie child baby character. It's not a baby, but it's like a zombie child. Zombie child. I'm neutral on this prop. I think I love the scare aspect of it, the changing element. I think that's fun. I love that like the hands have straw and it really does look like a scarecrow. I don't totally get the paint job on the child zombie. I don't understand why a zombie would be dressing up as a pumpkin to startle you. So I don't know, sound off, justify that for me, and then maybe I'll get into it more. I think that, again, the paint job, I think, is okay. I don't think that they quite overdid it, but they almost overdid it, in my opinion. I think the pumpkin looks amazing. It looks like the pumpkin lights up. I think that the wardrobing of this character costume is fun. I don't know. They always have different startle props. I think maybe some might be better, cheaper. It's $170. I don't know. I'm going back and forth. Sound off if you have seen it in person, want to see it in person, think I should get it. I don't know. Jury's out. We'll see what happens on that. So lastly, we have Slim, which is one of the killer clowns from outer space. Now, if you're gonna spend bigger money, which this one is also $400, if you're gonna spend bigger money on a prop, I think that this one is the better of the choices. I really, really like that the facial movements seem very accurate to the character. At least the mouth moves. I don't know. I feel like it looks a little stiff. Like, I would have loved a little, like, more movement. Like, maybe side to side with the head. I get that the prop is, like, lifting. It's, like, opening the bag or whatever. This is another one where I never really got into Killer Clowns of Outer Space. So, if you're a big fan of this character, if you're a big fan of this movie, this world, then I can understand why you would love this prop or have a fondness for this prop. Again, for me, I'd rather spend $400 going to a haunted attraction that I love than getting this prop. It's 7.2 feet tall, which is cool. It sounds like it has a fun soundtrack sort of with the prop. I think that the prop has some good elements. I don't know. I love camp and I love campy horror, but it doesn't like fit with anything that I have either. So that's another part of it. If I had more of the characters from the franchise, then I might have more of a fondness for it. I don't know. Sound off. Show me what scenes you're gonna put it in, because this scene that it's in doesn't give the prop space to feel like it belongs. I understand how, like, the picture that they have it in, sort of the set they have it in, like, works with the franchise or whatever, but it just looks like it's, I don't know, like, I want to feel like I have more perspective of the prop, and I just don't, so. I don't know. Sound off. Let me hear your thoughts. Change my mind. Change my mind. My mind's willing to be changed. So it looks like those are all of the props that are specific to 2023 for this year with the part 1 of what they're releasing. There's some more coming. They have some like fun tombstones if you go on their website of the names of the props that they're going to still release. Excuse me, which I think is a fun idea to sort of tease what's coming. They do have a couple pictures already up of Stilts and of Leatherface. And one, I'm guessing you're going to pronounce it Gordo, which looks like a crazy pumpkin. So they have some fun things that look like they're coming. We'll see. I'm excited. I'm coming with an open mind. Some critiques, but an open mind. But the last thing I wanted to mention is they did a re-release of the Creepy Doll Rising, and I didn't get it the first time, and I'm absolutely getting it this time. Not letting this one slip through my fingers twice. I love this doll prop. I have a bunch of creepy dolls and other doll animatronics, other doll props, and I love the world of like creepy porcelain dolls. So this one's going in my cart for sure. Gonna get it. Can't wait to see her get taller than me. And yeah, because she's a big girl. How tall is she? Oh, she starts out at 5 feet. She turns into 6 feet. Love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. This prop I think is so good because the eyes do something. The mouth does something. It grows. It has cool theming. The structure of it is compelling. This is what I want from a prop from Spirit of Halloween. This is what I know that they can give us. I think that they just need to do a better job at doing it for every prop. I know some of you are going to disagree with me. We all have a fondness to something. I have a fondness to this 49-foot tall doll prop. I think she's so cool. Oh, I can't wait to get it. I usually like do this little doll situation in like my front patio. And we have a covering, we have like a roof over it. So it'll be interesting to see if she even fits, because I've never measured how tall it is. So that'll be an interesting thing if she doesn't fit. So stay tuned to see if the 5 foot turning into 6 foot creepy doll fits in my patio. I hope she does. It's fine. She's gonna go somewhere else if she doesn't, because I love her. Well, that kind of concludes today's video. One last thing that I wanted to shout out is the t-shirt that I'm wearing today. It says, "Because hate is the scariest thing of all." I wanted to give a little brief shout out to my friend Paul Lanner and all of the wonderful people that work with him in Haunters Against Hate. It is an incredible organization that helps give a space in the haunt community for everyone. And if you feel for any reason that you don't belong in the haunt community, Haunters Against Hate wants to show you otherwise. So reach out to Paul, reach out to Haunters Against Hate. They are a bunch of amazing people. And Paul specifically is doing a lot of really great things for the haunt community. His information will be below. My information is right here as well, so don't forget to like and subscribe. And I can't wait to see you in the next video. Sound off below of what you're excited to see and what is making your list this year. Ah, Halloween's coming! Ah!